While Nuke may not have been Ence's best friend, but they'll be hoping that Inferno is as they head onto their own map choice. They'll be hoping that they can turn it around on this second one. My name is Hawker, joined by Dean, and we're into this second map, Dean. And let's see if Ence can get off to a good start, because that would be nice for them after that first map.
I'm hoping that we're going to see a lot better from them here on Inferno. As you said, Nuke did not go well at all for Ence. They had a little bit of a break, obviously, now between the maps to try and compose themselves. And, I mean, Sergey, he was playing insane. That's one little positive thing we can look towards. If we can have some other players, if we can have the likes of Alu, likes of Ariel, and also X7 stepping up. Sunny as well, obviously incredibly capable. So he has so many players that can step up and help him on this map. And I don't think it's likely that he's going to be the only man fragging again. I do think we're going to have a much more competitive one here. And right now, it looks like they've made the correct decision. Initially, they were favoring towards B, where there is a little bit of a stack coming in. But now bringing it back towards A, it's only going to be Maka and Kiyoshima to hold this down. But that is a decent start alongside the flash coming in. Maka gets a second. They're baited around the corner. Kiyoshima going to be able to get one as well, leaving Alu just unsure of what to do because both players there had his I don't know what to put that. They both had his card pretty much. He was trapped. Lose one player here. They're probably not going to be extremely happy with how the round goes on the side of Heretics. They do have a lot of SMGs though, so you can see already willing to be a little bit more aggressive with this. Ideally, you do want the players with the MP Ence and also with the Bison. They're actually managing to pick up the kills for themselves. So far though, we actually see the opening coming through from X7, surprisingly catching that banana aggression, and they were almost able to take down Lucky as well. They got a little bit too close for comfort, but fortunately it will be cleaned up then with just the one casualty overall from Team Heretics. Well, that if he wants to actually put this round on the board for Ence, and it is very unlikely as he walks towards this crossfire on A.
He has a smoke in his back pocket, but he doesn't want to give away his position just yet, so he's going to look for the straight-up fight first. XMS, though, in a decent position. There is the smoke now being used as he approaches the site to try and cut down on some of the angles, but XMS lands the single shot necessary through the smoke. A triple kill for him on the right. Ence here, and Lucky could be isolated, trapped at sandbags without support, and Sergey makes it a second kill. He's taking matters into his own hands, but finally Kyo puts him down. So it is a man advantage for Ence at the cost of Sergey's life, and this is a position that Ence should be able to do some work from. The man advantage and plenty of nades here if they want to move into this B site, but there's only 2 Ts there, so they're going to keep it slow as Maka aggresses in the apartments, and he brings it back to a 3v3.
This has been a weird round. I'm not sure what happened to Navira with the jump earlier, but as you said, Maka pulling one back already, and now with the AWP ready for that long push that's coming in, it was again just one man who's moving forward. Sunny goes down. They're not ready to get the trade straight away. Maka given plenty of time to reposition and actually manages to hit that flick on Alu, playing around the pillar with Ariel as the no-scope comes in. What a massive round from Maka. They do finally get a gun round, or if they finally get a gun round, I would imagine they will, but you have to be careful with your wording. But yeah, I mean, this time they've actually got some pistols, some Kevlar. They have nades, which we didn't really see on that previous round, where they were kind of just on the half investment, not quite as much anyway. So I'm not going to count them out completely. Again, if they can get a few kills, at least make this a round here that's costly for Heretics, and then get things going on that next gun round. It's definitely not over for them. Heretics still playing things a little bit safer in this round.
Deciding to smoke off Boiler even, maybe to take the longer fight at top mid, not wanting to get caught from that closer position. XMS playing this pit position that he was previously doing work in, and Ence currently just holding back. Like you said, they've got plenty of nades, so they don't really need to go for any quick aggression here. They can set up a play with some smokes. Heretics are pretty ready for this though. They've got a couple of players rotating onto this A bomb site, so as the flashes come in, the CTs should be ready.
Does look like they are, especially Kyo over towards Long. Leave the man in towards Arch, has a bit of help from the library as well, but so far not even needing it, managing to get that all done on his own, and forcing Ence now to just come up through one angle of attack. It's up through short, out to the apartments as well, at least for X7. He does eventually pull back 2 kills, but not before everyone else had unfortunately fallen from his team. So he's left alone, needing that ace clutch. A little bit of a gap in the long smoke for Lucky. They're now going to be favoring over towards that A-bomb site, so that's where they will have to commit it at this point. They've not got much time left. They have 25 seconds to get going forward. Fortunately for them, though, 2 players at the moment on this A-bomb site as the rotation was actually called for towards that B-bomb site for Team Heretics. Maka finding contact, but not able to connect the shot, and now he's pinned in towards Grave. He needs to hit some incredible shots with the op if he wants to live, and if he wants to give his team a chance in this round. Nearly lining them up on short in the Molotov, and just can't manage to connect anything, unfortunately. XMS, though, he does recover a little bit, gets the triple. How the hell was he able to do that? And there was no time anymore.
Oh, lockdown. Ence, they've tried some fast aggression. It hasn't really panned out for them. They've tried the slow round. Heretics again were able to lock it down. They are trying different things, but nothing seems to be working for them right now. Oh, God.
Oh. Yeah, just kind of getting owned by Lucky over towards Banana there with that double spray down. He was one of the players who really was, especially on the CT side of Nuke as well for Team Heretics, finding lots of openings around that door area and such. So I guess looking for the same on this map with that aggression towards Banana. It works out, puts them in a decent position, but it does also let Ence retrieve themselves a second rifle now with that M4. As I said, though, I obviously do jinx it. It gets dropped. Okay, Alu and X7 actually going to catch both of those players aggressing around Banana, and that is very risky. That just straight up wasn't needed from Team Heretics. That's given Ence an opportunity back into this round.
They go for the deep CT smoke as well, and you can see Maka with the AWP is not very comfortable holding near that smoke. He doesn't want to get run down. He doesn't want to get pushed through that smoke, so he's gone all the way back, and he's going to approach from Banana alongside his teammate. So this is a bit more time bought by Ence, but Maka is now arriving. He doesn't pick up the rifle there. There's another one available, I think. Oh, maybe not. He's currently only got the Tech 9. Okay, the M4's at top Banana, so Maka can get that into his hands, and the smoke has been lined up. So the retake attempt begins, but the time is so far gone. Heretics have got to get on the bomb. Fake defuse. Ence have got to go for the peak, but they spot that there's no defuse coming in. Alu now going back for more, gets the headshot and the spray onto the second. Good work from Alu, and Ence are finally on the board, but Alu goes down with...
You know, if they manage to capitalize off the back of that one and manage to pick up this round as well, then they will start to pick up a little bit more on the D side. Probably at that point bring themselves up to 4 rounds, which was looking at a reach for a little while. But right now, we do again see Heretics looking to challenge somewhat over towards Banana, not peeking too aggressively, instead just sticking around this top corner. And with a little bit of a spam through the smoke on top of those nades, Kiyoshima actually goes ahead and opens things up in favor of Team Heretics.
There was that one round where Sergey was able to get some entries on Banana, but other than that, Heretics have done a good job at shutting down that position, and I think it was the nades combined with the few shots landing that get Sergey out of the round early. Ence now have Banana control, but they're already a man down. CT smoke can be peered over by Lucky, while Keo takes the first contact from Coffins. And then Nevera's there on that fast rotate if necessary, and Keo is just jiggle peeking here. As soon as he spots them, he'll probably deploy this defensive smoke, and here comes the execute from Ence.
Yeah, Keo's just going to be held off by that smoke, most likely. Lucky able to get one, unfortunately not able to survive and drop back off the boost, but it does still keep them with a man advantage, obviously. Good bit of damage having been also dealt out at this point. The bomb should now be planted for Ence, but it has at least given a little bit of time for Team Heretics to begin to rotate in. They've already got Maka nearby in the CT spawn, XMS also now making his way over, so they're all going to be moving in together. That's one thing that you do have to point out. They've got one smoke at least, so they definitely could use that to block off X7 towards Banana, but they need to get a move on relatively soon.
Here comes the retake. Nevera following up XMS. The MP9 going in first, and Nevera will work off his teammate, but X7 sprays 2 down. X7 in with a 3K, and now Kiyoshima tries his best, but all the attention was focused on X7, and Sunny can get the...
Back it out, we're at least going to be seeing the 3rd round now. Not a 4th, actually, because there is 2,400 loss bonus for Team Heretics going into the next round. But even then, I mean, on top of the current money that they actually have available, that won't give them a fantastic buy. So this is the opportunity for Ence to really get going now on the T side. Forget about what the poor start that they actually did have coming into this map and really begin to recover things. Maka looking, they are still crossfiring here on mid. Unfortunately, though, this stack in general just hasn't worked out at all. Eventually, 1 kill comes in, which is okay. I mean, they were able to
flashbang on a few of their players, which could end up making the difference. We will have to wait and see. Stack on short right now for the Heretics squad. It is a shame that Maka's not able to get the AWP in his hands, because he's had a lot of impact on that weapon. I'm sure he will be capable with the rifle as well, and the fight's coming in at top mid. Aerial could be wrapping around here. He's got the flank going. Quick headshot and a quick follow-up. 2 kills, and he almost burns in the molly, but he just about survives, and the kills are heavily favoring Ence at this point. A quick burst onto the A-bomb site pays off for them.
Yeah, and it was very close. I'm not sure who that was around mid, but they got into a challenge up against Sergey, I believe, and dinked them down. If that kill had a gone in his direction, then it would have been a 2-on-2. They would have had a great spot to try to retake, but that one kill being so important then, just to go ahead and give them the round pretty much, because Kiyoshima at this point is forced to call for the save. As we said, the economy of Team Heretics still in a pretty tough spot. They only get 2,900 from this round as well, so it's obviously not enough for them to buy up. So around this M4, most likely we are just expecting some pistols, maybe a few nades, Kevlar and a couple players, but even then that'll be a little bit of a stretch with what they have. So we should see 5 for Ence. And considering it was a 7-0 lead from
to probably have the edge in individuals against this Heretics roster. So far in this game, though, it felt like Heretics were making all the big plays. That might be about to change, but it's a team kill and a frag from XMS. A 2-man lead early into this round from Heretics. And Ence have got to be careful here.
Sergey and Alu are both barely hanging on at this point. They've both been tagged up massively. This is a horrible spot for them to be in. An opportunity for Heretics, having invested very little into this round, to potentially steal it away. And you can see Ence, they're feeling the pressure. They've been kind of forced to slow things down. At this point, considering they only have one player who's looking healthy, they are really opting on the fact that Heretics could maybe make some mistakes and continue aggressing like we have seen in the past, but I don't think they're going to be doing anything crazy like that. Instead, just going with a pretty standard setup. 3 towards A, rotating Lucky back towards B. And it does look like it's going to be the A hit, where, of course, we do have that M4.
XMS is always the man in these sneaky positions, this time playing in mini pit. I think his teammates will take first contact and then he'll just pop up and try and be the closer. But it comes down to the opening trades here, because if Ence lose just one of the early fights as they try and take a bomb site, they could be in all sorts of trouble. A-Long is currently open. That's something that Heretics have got to be aware of and got to be a little bit worried about maybe. Kiyoshima's holding it from pit though. This fight could be about to come through. Alu rounding the corner. He doesn't take damage though. X7 about to enter. X7 quick kill, but he's the last man surviving and he goes down. Heretics win with the weak buy, and Ence there, they just lost those 2.
Placed perfectly on X7 as well, and the Vera just doesn't care, just facing down mid, tapping away, nearly adjusted there to get X7 as well, but not quite. Fortunately for the sake of Ence, they will be able to at least return 1 kill, but this round is already kind of running away from them at this point. You've even seen that aggression again coming through in towards the T apartments as Mac has actually gone forward, and I don't think this is going to be expected.
Yeah, that gives him a nice spot to watch the bomb from as well, if he decides to take that peek. But I think Ence will be allowed to recover the bomb, at least for the time being. Can Maka get the timing right on this one, though? Oh, there's a player behind him. There's a player behind him, and he doesn't realize. Aerial gets the backstab, and that gives Ence a chance in this round. They're slowly sneaking him through the apartments, and look at how spread Heretics are across the map. It's only XMS on A right now.
Yeah, which could be an issue if they do get this kill. Obviously, they'll have control of the bomb site. XMS, though, at least able to find 1 kill, do some damage as well to make Aerial that much easier for Lucky potentially to trade it out on. He's not going to be able to get the kill, though. Drop to 3 health. I mean, it's still a very awkward spot, a very difficult position for Aerial to be in. But as long as Heretics move forward together, ensure that they can get this trade, then it should be their round. That Molotov, though, actually kind of delays Kiyoshima a little bit. He's going to swing out, so may spot him, and indeed, he does manage to indeed get the shot through the flames. Not obstructing his vision too much. Plenty of time, obviously, for the defuse. And that's 9 for Heretics. That in towards the bomb site. They'll be able to get that bomb down, most likely, without Heretics really being able to do anything about the plant itself. But they are already in positions pretty quickly to get this retake going.
Yeah, I'm slightly surprised to see Heretics with such an aggressive stance on the B side of the map there, considering they pushed into second mid, but a 3v3 retake isn't out of the question. Sergey, though, makes sure it's not a 3v3 retake for much longer as he rips Navera's head off. And now both players coming in from Banana have just got to go running in here. A couple of nades for them. Rifle recovered, but XMS, the last man left. Quick kill onto the first man, but he switches over to the AWP, and the time is too far against him. So Ence salvaged the 6 rounds from the first half that they were looking for. Not bad, all things. It turned into a 3v3 after some crazy aggression early, and X7 also caught. The kills just keep on coming. 2v2 now.
Yeah, and they do, of course, have the information about both of those final players coming down Banana. Quick headshot found from Macadar towards Aerial as he surprises yet another player, leaving it all on Alu, who has already been dinked up. He's on 10 health. He's in a 1-on-2, working now against the time as the bomb is already planted, and he doesn't currently have a defuse kit to work with either, unfortunately. So this is going to be extremely difficult. Does have a nade. I mean, if he positions that well, maybe he could get a kill even. Maka in towards the pit. Doesn't have armor, is on 69 health, so it could potentially take one out. But they are just going to play this alongside of each other. Not really looking to face unless they need to. Yeah, that nade very close to finishing him off. And as it doesn't, Alu realizes, yeah, he can't do anything anymore. He needed that nade to get a kill if he was to move forward. And even then, with how quick the bomb was already beginning to tick, it probably wouldn't have been possible. So yeah, I mean, just saving his armor, not a bad decision. He may be cut off, though, because Marcus actually ran all the way around into the CT spawn. I think he's the man that got spotted, and Alu's like, nah, I'm out. Back to Banana.
Back to Banana. Saves the armor at the very least. Alu currently top fragging it for the team, and he hasn't had too many chances with the AWP so far, obviously, on that T side. So maybe here it turned into a 3v3 after some crazy aggression early. And X7 also caught. The kills just keep on coming. 2v2 now.
Yeah, and they do, of course, have the information about both of those final players coming down Banana. Quick headshot found from Makader towards Aerial as he surprises yet another player, leaving it all on Alu, who has already been dinked up. He's on 10 health. He's in a 1-on-2, working now against the time as the bomb is already planted, and he doesn't currently have a defuse kit to work with either, unfortunately. So this is going to be extremely difficult. Does have a nade. I mean, if he positions that well, maybe he could get a kill even. Maka in towards the pit. Doesn't have armor, is on 69 health, so it could potentially take one out. But they are just going to play this alongside of each other. Not really looking to face unless they need to. Yeah, that nade very close to finishing him off. And as it doesn't, Alu realizes, yeah, he can't do anything anymore. He needed that nade to get a kill if he was to move forward. And even then, with how quick the bomb was already beginning to tick, it probably wouldn't have been possible. So yeah, I mean, just saving his armor, not a bad decision. He may be cut off, though, because Marcus actually ran all the way around into the CT spawn. I think he's the man that got spotted, and Alu's like, nah, I'm out. Back to Banana.
Back to Banana. Saves the armor at the very least. Alu currently top fragging it for the team, and he hasn't had too many chances with the AWP so far, obviously, on that T side. So maybe here
at the time it wasn't enough for them to actually get the rounds, and that's what happens here. And as I had pointed out before, that was just such an important round if Ence wanted any chance to make this comeback happen. And Sergey gave everything to it, and it just wasn't enough in the end. 13-6, probably going to be 14-6 now, unless Ence come out on top of this kind of half buy, which I'm not expecting. So they're going to have to be near flawless on the CT side once they do actually get back onto the guns. They can't really afford to drop another round, or else the best they're doing is fighting for an overtime. And obviously in this position, you don't want to fight for an overtime from so far behind, because not only do you need to come back, get the overtime, you then need to go on and win map number 3 as well. So it is a tough task for sure. I was going to say a chance with the SMG there. Maybe could have caught Kiyoshima up close and potentially stolen away a weapon. Unfortunately, though, Kiyo wins out the duel, and the second player who was nearby not quite able to follow up.
Navera also looking for action, and he has found his action. Kill on the B site, make it a second. Alu's going for the fight, but he will be dealt with. So nothing going in this round for Ence. Sergey will just look to land some shots. And yeah, that last round really feels like it might have been the dagger, the shot through the heart that might just kill off Ence's chances here, because Kiyo clutching that 1v3 is something that didn't look likely at the start of it, but he comes away with the round, and Sergey only gets one kill on the X by now. Last chance for them to try and get a win streak going here on Inferno. Sergey again going for the AWP as they try and get some rounds on the board.
And it seems like they want to contest Banana, because they do have this 3-man stack in the beginning. Nade's going down with a Molotov in from the D side, though they're not really able to follow up straight away with aggression themselves. So being slowed down a bit, actually with that being forced, I guess, to rotate another player back over towards A in case a quick play was coming in over here instead. But they will still look to actually take this control, surprisingly. Sunny able to get one, I believe, did force that player out into the open with a Molotov. You then had also another man being up close, that was Maka, but in the middle of the smoke with an up, there wasn't really much you could do to actually try and return to trade. So a very nice opening for Ence, one of the better positions we've seen them in so far on the CT side for sure. And they need to capitalize on this and get something going. As I said, it's going to be a very long road ahead of them. And obviously with this being a 4-on-5, there's still plenty of room here for Heretics to potentially pull it back, especially as they have a minute remaining. Leaving apartments, though, I think they just want to group back up on Banana and try and take that fight. And considering both players are staying aggressive right now, if they trade that out even 2 for 2, they have a good position with the bomb site.
Hallow just took so much damage on that spam. He's down to 1 health. Maka switched out for the AK, and Nivera entering B. 2 quick kills, and that could be all she wrote for Ence. The B site is currently open. Heretics are hesitating slightly here, but they're waiting for that second smoke to come into play, and another smoke for CT will allow them access to this B-bomb site. Nivera looking for more, but it's XMS to get one straight through the smoke. Ariel and Sergey are going to try and fight this one off, but the bomb is already being planted, and their chances, well, are slightly better now after Sergey lands that shot.
It does give some hope. XMS and Nivera, though, they are looking to try and put this one on lock, and both of them have been performing extremely well so far, so it's not going to be an easy task here, especially with the up and play with no defuse kit. The time is already working against them, and Ariel, the last man standing, he had to pull off a miracle pretty much there and wasn't really given any hope to as he was immediately taken out. What a